All right. First and foremost, I want to start off by saying Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Call Halal Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakah Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles of GMS, Great Millstone, who rule well and who taught me this truth. And shalom to you sincere Akim out there listening, learning, and pushing this truth. And shalom to the few sincere Akwath that are out there listening and learning as well. With that being said, I'm going to jump straight into this video. I don't want to rot this out. It'll be edifying. As usual, I'm going to go into Rakah Kwadash. And it's going to be a quick one, not too long. I was doing a little bit of reading and meditating for myself, going through the Psalms. I've read the Psalms a plethora of times, but I tapped into the spirit of Elder Apostle Rakah. He always mentions the Psalms, man. The Psalms are a hell of a read, man. Hell of a read, very uplifting, very prophetic, you know. We know King David was a man after the Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai's heart, man. You know, so it's just a good read. Sometimes, you know, there's different spirits. Sometimes you're going through the prophecies, you know, it's different spirits. The spirit was just on me to go through the Psalms again, and I was reading Psalms 18, and it was just supping with me. So I said, let me put it on wax. You know, I've done this a couple of times, and the spirit was just on me to do it again. Today is what, August 1st, 2023, the hopeful year where all the prophecies are fulfilled. And actually, it's the actual Sabbath, the Shabbat. The Sabbath came in Monday evening. Monday evening to Tuesday evening is the Sabbath. All right. We know the Sabbath comes in based upon the new moon. All right. All the high holy days are based upon the new moon. Okay. And we know the Sabbath is a day of rest. It's a day where you don't do your pleasure, your own pleasure. You know, it's a holy day, meaning it's separate. You know, a day that should be, you know, set apart, dedicated solely to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai to the best of your ability. Again, I say to the best of your ability because we are yet this day in captivity. You know, some of us got to work. You know, you got to do what you got to do. You know, but the things that you can control, you know, you control it to the best of your ability. You at least try to keep your mind meditated on Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai as much as possible. And you damn sure don't have sex on the Sabbath. You know, that should go without saying. Sex is pleasure. Okay? You know? Anyway, Salaki for that little rant. Yeah, so not going to be nothing super deep. Like I said, I was just going through the Psalms again. Elder Apostle Rakah always mentions the Psalms, man. They're good reads. You know, the whole book, the whole Bible is good. You're supposed to have already read the whole book. You know, but it tells you in Isaiah, here a little, there a little, precept upon precept, line upon line. That's how you read the scriptures. You don't read it front to back like a story, like a, you know, like a Dr. Seuss book or a Harry Potter book or something. You know, a Hardy's Boy novel. No, you read it here a little, there a little. You know, you jump around. You know, you follow the spirit. You know, when you read the scriptures, a lot of times different precepts will come to mind, you know, and that's how you read it. Precept upon precept, line upon line, here a little, there a little. Same thing when you're studying. Sometimes the spirit might be on you to be in Genesis. You know, you might jump to Exodus. You might jump to, you know, you jump around. You know, you jump around. Like Vocab Malone likes to say, Hebrew hopscotch. So again, the spirit was on me to bring out Psalms 18. And enough of me blibbity blabbing. Let's get down with it. And I'm gonna jump in as the spirit permits, you know. But I'm pretty much let the scripture speak. Very comforting and exhorting, you know. So this is Psalms 18. I'll start at 1. To the chief musician, a psalm of David, the servant of the Lord Yahweh, who spake unto the Lord Yahweh the words of this song in the day that the Lord Yahweh delivered him from the hands of all his enemies, and from the hand of Saul. And he said, I will love thee, O Lord Yahweh, my strength, the Lord Yahweh is my rock. Yahweh Bashim Hawashai. You get, okay? Because we know Yahweh Shai is that rock, that sure foundation. The media, you can't get to the Father at this particular juncture, at this particular time. We can't get to the Father without going through the Son. Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, the rock, the chief cornerstone, the mediator, the intercessor, the finisher, the author and finisher of our faith. Okay? You know? So it says the Lord, it says all caps Yahweh, but we say Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Ba'ashem Rakah Kodash, because we can't do nothing without Yahweh, Wa Yahweh Shai, Wa the Rakah Kodash. So the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is my rock and my fortress and my deliverer, my power, my strength in whom I will trust. That's what the word faith goes into. Faith means trust. We trust in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. They are faithful and true. They're not men that they should lie. Okay? The Wadi Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. We serve a righteous and just power. His word is their word are their bond. Okay? You know? My buckler and the horn of my salvation to my high tower. The name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous runneth into it and are safe. Okay? That's why the scriptures say put on the whole armor. Okay? You gotta this whole truth. Faith plus works. Okay? Again, the Lord Yahweh is my rock. Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is my rock and my fortress and my deliverer. Hey, command deliverance for Jacob, for Yasharallah. We need saving. Saving from who? Our enemies. Again, because we are yet this day in captivity. My power, my strength, in whom I will trust, my buckler, and the horn of my salvation, my high tower. Salak, you know, my allergies kind of acting up today, but it is what it is. It says, I will call upon the Lord Yahweh, who is It says, I will call upon the Lord Yahweh, who is worthy to be praised. So shall I be saved from mine enemies, because we are not yet saved. Okay? We are yet this day again in captivity. The summer is past, and we are not yet saved. We're looking to be saved. Okay? That's why we call ourselves the hopeful elect. We're prisoners of hope. We're prisoners of Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. You know, we're doing all these things, all these good works, you know, giving diligence to make our calling and election sure in hopes of being saved. Okay? He that endureth to the end, the same shall be saved. All right? You know, the finish line is when we're on them chariots. Okay? Or death. So it says, I will call upon the Lord Yahweh, who is worthy to be praised. So shall I be saved from mine enemies. The sorrows of death compassed me, and the floods of ungodly men made me afraid, because we're in this flesh, these chains of darkness, and the flesh is weak. It's a constant war. It's a constant battle. All right? The spirit against the flesh. But to the best of our ability, we trust. We lean. We call upon the Spirit. We trust in the Spirit. We trust in Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai to guide us. All right. So it says, the sorrows of death compassed me, and the floods of ungodly men made me afraid. The sorrows of hell, and we know one of the definitions of hell is the grave. All right. But another definition of hell, heaven and hell, are conditions which play out upon the earth. Okay, right now we are in hell. Yasharallah, we are in hell. Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, he's in his heaven. This is his kingdom. Like Jonah, when Jonah was in the belly of the whale, the fish, he was in hell. All right, Job was catching hell. He was in a bad state because judgment plays out on the earth. And right now, Yasharallah, we're catching hell for disobeying Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. But our redemption is nigh. All right? Our heaven is coming when Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai returns and redeems Yasharallah and recompenses our enemies, all our adversaries. That's what we're looking for, new heavens and new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness. The sorrows of hell compassed me about, the snares of death prevented me. In my distress I called upon the Lord Yahweh and cried unto my power. He heard my voice out of his temple, and my cries came before him even into his ears. Hey, that's a beautiful thing, man. Our cries are not falling upon deaf ears. You know, our cries have entered into the ears of the Lord of Sabaoth, the Lord of armies, the Lord of hosts, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. He hears our cries, the cries of the righteous. Okay, sighing and crying day and night for all the abominations done therein. You know, we're putting Yahweh Bashim Yahushai in remembrance. Okay, to the promise, the covenant that He made with our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. All right, and hey, our redemption is nigh. Okay. It says, in my distress I called upon the Lord Yahweh and cried unto my power. He heard my voice out of his temple, and my cry came before him, even into his ears. Yeah, the angels are keeping account. All right? The angels are keeping account. It says, then the earth shook and trembled. The foundations also of the hills were moved. It says, the earth shook and trembled. The foundations also of the hills moved and were shaken because he was wroth. This is a future prophecy, okay? You know, this hasn't happened yet. This is going to happen when Yahweh Bashim Yahushai returns in the midst of the third woe with the innumerable angels, amount of angels, man, the thousands of heavens, and what you ignorantly call UFOs, chariots, you know? And what's going to make the earth move exceedingly, rock to and fro like a drunkard? The missiles, okay? The Lord's arrows, all right? You know? And we know mountains and hills in the scriptures sometimes represent nations, great and small nations. All right? Hey, when Yahweh Bashim Yahushai returns, that's the day that the earth is truly going to stand still. Okay? That's what we're waiting on, for Yahweh Bashim Yahushai to rise up to the prey. And that day is quickly approaching. It says, there went up smoke out of his nostrils, and fire out of his mouth devoured. Coals were kindled by it. He bowed the heavens also and came down, and darkness was under his feet. And he rode upon a cherub and did fly. Yea, he did fly upon the wings of the wind, because he's coming in what you ignorantly call UFOs, UAPs, unidentified flying objects, UAPs, unidentified aerial phenomenons. You know, hey, they're identified to the elect. All right, we know what they are. They're the chariots of the angels. They're the chariots of the Lord. That's how Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is coming back to deliver Yasharallah, the elect of Yasharallah. Out of one of Ratazah, we be of that number. He made darkness his secret place. His pavilion round about him were dark waters and thick clouds of the skies. At the brightness that was before him, his thick clouds passed, hailstones and coals of fire. The Lord Yahweh also thundered in the heavens, and the highest gave his voice, hailstones and coals of fire. Yea, he sent out his arrows and scattered them, and he shot out lightnings and discomfited them. Yeah, he's coming back in the midst of the third woe. Yahweh said, I come to set fire on the earth. What may I if it be already kindled? The Lord's arrows, the ICBMs, the intercontinental ballistic missiles, plus the laser beams coming off the chariots. Okay? All right? It says, then the channels of waters were seen, and the foundations of the world were discovered at thy rebuke. O Lord Yahweh, at the blast of thy breath of thy nostrils. He sent from above, he took me, he drew me out of many waters. Hey, the nations, these different nations, peoples are like it on the waters, all right? You know? And Yasharallah were scattered amongst these heathens. But he's gonna gather his elect from the four winds. He delivered me from my strong enemy, which is who? Esau, Edom. Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. All right, you know. He delivered me from my strong enemy and from them which hated me, for they were too strong for me. They prevented me in the day of my calamity, but the Lord Yahweh was my stay. Yeah. In the day, Salaki, how does it go? Esau, Edom furthered the affliction. You know, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai was just a little wroth with us, a little angry, but Esau furthered the affliction. He opened not the house of the prisoners. You know. It says, he brought me forth also into a large place. He delivered me because he delighted in me. The elect, the remnant. All right, you know, those men and those women predestined for salvation from the beginning of the world, man. You know, predestined, the elect. You know, electos, chosen. The Lord rewarded me according to my righteousness. Okay, what you reap, what you sow, shall you reap. All right, that's why we're to the best of our ability, we're trying to sow righteous seeds, righteous works, so that we'll reap a righteous reward. Okay, the Lord Yahweh rewarded me according to my righteousness, according to the cleanness of my hands hath he recompensed me. He paid you whatever you put in, that's what you're gonna get back. And we're looking for a righteous reward. Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is not unrighteous to forget our labor of love. For I have kept the ways of the Lord Yahweh, and have not wickedly departed from my power. Yeah, if you you put your hands to the plow and look back, guess what? You're not fit for the kingdom. That's wicked. You're gonna get beat with many stripes. All right, you know. For I have kept the ways. Hey, we kept trotting along that straight path to the kingdom. We bear the indignation of the Lord because we have sinned. You know. For I have kept thy ways. I have kept the ways of the Lord Yahweh. Rehearse the righteous acts in the place of drawing waters. For I have kept the ways of the Lord Yahweh, and have not wickedly departed from my power. All you that took your hand, turned your back on Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, hey, you gonna get a wicked judgment, because that was a wicked thing that you did. You spit in the Lord, you spat in the Lord's face. Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. You shoved his arm away. You put Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai to an open shame. For all his judgments were before me, and I did not put away his statutes from me. Yeah, these false pastors and preachers tell you the laws are done away with. That's a lie. Yahweh Shai said, one jot nor one tittle shall pass from the law till all be fulfilled. We don't make void the law. Yahweh forbid. We establish the law. But we know we're not saved by the law. You know, we're not justified by the law. Okay? But we rehearse them, you know, to the best of our ability. We try our best. And when we fall short, that's where grace comes about. Okay? For all his judgments were before me, and I did not put away his statutes from me. I was also upright before him, and kept myself from iniquity. Yeah, the elect are going to be found blameless in his sight. Out of one Ratazah, we be of that number. No guile in our mouth, no deceit. Therefore hath the Lord Yahweh recompensed me according to my righteousness, according to the cleanliness of my hands and his eyesight. Because ultimately, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is the ultimate judge. You know? It says, with the merciful thou wilt show thyself merciful. With an upright man thou wilt show thyself upright. Whatever, he gonna match your energy. Whatever energy you coming with, that's the same energy Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is going to meet you with. Okay, you coming with some you coming with some wicked left hand energy, you know, deceitfulness, that's what you're going to get, you got to come with a contrite spirit. We got to do this thing in sincerity and truth, I got to read that again. I was also, Psalms 18:23, I was also upright before him, and I kept myself from mine iniquity. Like Paul said, we're keeping our body in subjection to the best of our ability. You got to rule your body, And what keeps that body, in subjection, keeps you grounded? These precepts, the fear of the Lord. The fear of the Lord driveth away sins, Therefore hath the Lord Yahweh recompensed me according to my righteousness, according to the cleanliness of my hands and his eyesight. With the merciful thou wilt show thyself merciful. With an upright man thou wilt show thyself upright. With the pure thou wilt show thyself pure, and with the forward thou wilt show thyself forward. Yeah, you proud, and all you proud ass demons. Hey, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai gonna be proud with you. For thou wilt save the afflicted people. Who needs saving? Who are the afflicted people? Who are the meek, the forgotten, the downtrodden? Yasharallah. For thou wilt save the afflicted people, but will bring down high looks, the haughty, the proud, you know? For thou wilt light my candle, the Lord Yahweh, my power, will enlighten me with dark. For thou wilt light my candle, the Lord Yahweh, my power, will enlighten my darkness. Yeah, we can see now because we have this truth. But guess what? It's not enough for you to just have this truth, this light, be able to see. You got to pay it forward now. The scriptures say, "No man lighteth a candle and putteth it under a bushel." All right, you know, you gotta spread that light, man. You gotta warn the people. Get the blood off your hands. You know, feed the Lord's sheep. For by thee I have run through a troop, and by my power I have leaped over a wall. Because remember, this is about King David being delivered from his enemies, all his enemies, chiefly Esau, Edom, and Moab, all the heathens, right? And also from Saul. And what is Yahweh Bashim Yahushai doing at this particular go around? He's rebuilding the tabernacle of David, which has fallen. You know, waking. The mighty men of valor. You know, he's rebuilding the tabernacle of David, which has fallen. You know, and closing up the breaches thereof. You know, hey, some of us gonna get that spiritual power on this side, man. You know, Yahweh Shai said we gonna do greater things than him. You know, hey, man, these lowly fishes gonna turn to hunters. You know, so it says, "For by thee I have run through a troop." It says, 10,000 shall die at thy right hand. You know, you know, Yahweh Shai Hamashiach said Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai said, we shall run and not get tired. You know. For by thee I have run through a troop, and by my power, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, have I leaped over a wall. As for Yahweh, his way is perfect. The word of the Lord Yahweh is tried. He is a buckler to all that trust in him. For who is power? Who is God power, save the Lord Yahweh? Or who is a rock, save our power? Yeah, there is no power there is no other power. There are no other gods beside the power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Okay? Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. And he's our power, the power of Yasharallah. You tribes. All right? It says, it is Yahweh that girdeth me it is Yahweh that girdeth me with strength, and maketh my way perfect. He maketh my feet like hinds' feet, and setteth me upon my high places. He teacheth my hands to war, so that a bow of steel is broken by mine arms. Hey, the mighty men of valor, we gonna get that back on this side. You know? You know? Hey, I can't wait. We gonna be the X-Men, you know? We gonna be the Brightburns, you know? Just super soldiers, you know? You know? It says, thou hast also given me the shield of thy salvation, which is this truth, you know, this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, you know. It says, this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding shall be the stability of thy times and strength of salvation, you know. Thou hast also given me the shield of thy salvation, and thy right hand hath holden me up, and thy gentleness hath made me great. It says, thou hast enlarged my steps under me, and it says, thou hast enlarged my steps under me, that my feet did not slip. I have pursued my enemies and overtaken them, neither did I turn again till they were consumed. Hey, man, hey, that day is coming again, you know? Hey, I can't wait. I have wounded them that were not able to rise. They are fallen under my feet. Yeah, King David, that's why he wasn't allowed to build a temple. King Solomon built the temple, you know? Why? Because there was too much blood on King David's hand, you know? He bodied everything, all them heathens. Everything was under subjection, you know? You know? And that day's coming again. Hey, he tells you that in Psalms, what's that? Psalms chapter 2, ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance. You know? Hey, Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, the King of kings, the Lord of lords. Every tongue and every knee shall bow and confess the Lord. You know? Hey, guess what? We're joint ears with Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. Okay? But we got to wait on him to rise up to the prey. You know? That day's quickly approaching, man. Esau's worst nightmare. All these heathens' worst nightmare. Okay? And you goddamn 2/3. Your worst nightmare. I have pursued mine enemies and overtaken them. Neither did I turn again till they were consumed. You're going to beat them with a rod of iron, you know? We're going to beat them into subjection. I have wounded them that were not able to rise. They are fallen under my feet. For thou hast girded me with the strength unto battle, because Yahweh is a man of war. Yahweh is his name. The Lord is a man of war. Yahweh is his name. Thou hast subdued unto me those that rose up against me. Yahweh Shai said, them that wish that I rule not over them, bring them hither and slay them before me. You know? Thou hast also given me the necks. Hey, we're going to have Esau by the neck. You heathens by the neck. You know? You know? Thou hast also given me the necks of mine enemies, that I might destroy them that hate me. Yeah, we hate them that hate you with a perfect hatred. All them that hate Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, the elect, we hate them with a perfect hatred. You know? It says, thou hast also given me the necks of mine enemies, that I might destroy them that hate me. They cried, but there was none to save them, because there is no other power. You know, that's what you people going to realize. All right? You know, a lot of you are in for a very rude awakening. You know? They cried, but there was none to save them. Yeah, you're going to call upon your idols, your false gods. You're going to call on sweet baby Jesus. And guess what? All you're going to get met with is a rod of iron. We're going to bash you in the head. You know? They cried, but there was none to save them, even unto the Lord Yahweh, but he answered them not. Okay? Because Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is only dealing with the elect of Yasharallah. It says, then did I beat them small as the dust before the wind. I did cast them out as the dirt in the streets. Thou hast delivered me from the strivings of the people, and thou hast made me the head of the heathen. And people, it says, a people whom I have not known shall serve me. As soon as they hear of me, they shall obey me. Hey, that's what we're looking to be. Joint ears with Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. We're looking to be the ruling class. Okay? You know, we're not looking at I'm talking about the able-bodied men, the 144,000. You know, the 12,000 men out of each tribe of Yasharallah. That's what we're fighting for, that crown. You know, to be the ruling class, the governing body in the kingdom. Okay? It's Yahweh, then it's Yahweh Shai, then it's King David, you know, then the men underneath. You know, the 144,000 men underneath. Okay? You know? And we gonna beat all you goddamn heathens into subjection. You know? Not a tongue is gonna move against Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. That's the kingdom. Okay? You know? We're going to rule over our enemies with a rod of iron. We're going to take them captive, who captive that we were. You know? As soon as it says, thou hast delivered me from the strivings of the people, and thou hast made me the head of the heathen, a people whom I have not known shall serve me. As soon as they hear of me, they shall obey me. The strangers shall submit themselves unto me. The strangers shall fade away and be afraid out of their close places. The Lord Yahweh liveth, and blessed be my rock, and let the power of my salvation be exalted. Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. It is Yahweh that avengeth me. We're waiting again on Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai to rise up to the prey. It is Yahweh that avengeth me, because they that toucheth you touches the apple of his eye. We are the apple of the Lord's eye. And a recompense is coming. Okay? It's a righteous thing to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you. The patience and the faith of the saints. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. It is Yahweh that avengeth me and subdueth the people under me. He delivereth me from mine enemies. Yea, thou liftest me up above those that rise up against me. Thou hast delivered me from the violent man. Who's the violent man? Who's the bloody man? Esau, Edom. Therefore will I give thanks unto the Lord Yahweh, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, among the heathen, and sing praises unto thy name. Great deliverance giveth he to his king, and showeth mercy to his anointed, the elect, to David and to his seed. It's about the seed, all right? A nation, a particular nation, the nation of Yasharallah. Great deliverance giveth he to his king, and showeth mercy to his anointed, to David and to his seed forevermore. All right? That's the good news. Yahweh Bashim Yahushai has not done away with his people. Therefore, you sons of Jacob are not consumed. All right? That's the good news. Our redemption is nigh, baby. All right? So keep fighting, keep pushing, man. We're close. Shalom. Wa abad babor. Kwam Nesharallah.